Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Louisville police are investigating after reports of an active aggressor at the Kentucky Expo Center. And Governor Andy Beshear visited Louisville, welcoming a new organization that helps prepare high schoolers for the job market.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this July 15th, almost 5 o'clock this morning, and time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall this morning. Still hot, very muggy. I'm not a fan of feeling the moisture on my arm as soon as I walk outside. Really
you'll be able to see the moisture this morning too. It's a foggy start to your day out there. We even have a dense advisory for most of the counties in our region. Here's a look at what you can expect in terms of the fog this morning. Densest fog right now as you're traveling towards Rowan County as well as Whately County, and we'll continue to see that fog until about sunrise. But for the most part, we're staying nice and dry this morning. You'll notice that there is some rain as you're traveling on the border of our region, as you're traveling more towards Lexington on I-75. Current temperatures sitting in the upper 60s and low 70s. And this afternoon, well, that's when we're looking at a lot of 90s, as it's going to be a relatively dry day. We're definitely going to see those temperatures soaring. High temperatures for the day will be around that 3 o'clock time frame. So just be prepared for a hot day. Slight chances of scattered showers and storms as we're heading into those evening hours. Amelia.
2 women are dead and others injured after a shooting at Richmond Road Baptist Church in Lexington on Sunday. Yesterday, police hosted a news conference providing an update on that situation. They say Beverly Gum and Christina Combs were killed in that shooting at the church. The Fayette County coroner identified the shooting as 47-year-old Guy House. He later died after he was shot by law enforcement. Well, a congregation is now pulling together after the shooting that killed 2 of them and left 2 others injured. The pastor's wife and daughter-in-law were both killed. The pastor and his son-in-law were hurt. We are learning more about them from their family, who tell us that despite the horrible loss, they say it's a call for people to return to church and hold on to their faith and family. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has the details.
Richmond Road Baptist Church looks like your typical small sanctuary, but to the people that attend here, it is simply family. And at the center was Beverly Gum.
And my mom, I feel like, was the glue that held this church together.
Helping her church family and numerous others.
She would make the homeless, like, bags for the homeless and go feed the like drug addicts and everything.
The 72-year-old was cooking a meal in between services with her youngest daughter, Star, when Guy House came in looking for Star's sister, the mother of his children.
And shot twice at my mom. He shot once, she ducked and like held her face, and then he shot her a second time and hit her in the chest. She fell.
Gum's daughters learned later that their sister Christina had also been shot and killed.
She was just like my mom. She helped my mom with church camp. She was here at the ladies' meeting. She was here every Sunday. I mean, she loved the Lord.
Beverly's husband, Jerry, the pastor, was shot along with their son-in-law, Randy Combs, but they believe the mother of his children was his intended target.
He struggled with a lot of mental illness and stuff like that throughout the years. It wasn't just a random day for him to decide to come shoot people. He just had a really hard life.
The daughters say Guy House did give them and her a lot of problems, but they never saw this happening. In Lexington, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Relatives also tell us that Christina Combs was close to graduating from nursing school when she was killed. Louisville police are investigating after reports of an active aggressor at the Kentucky Expo Center. Officers say no shots were fired and no victims were found, but a few people suffered minor injuries while trying to flee. A girls' basketball tournament was underway when this incident happened. You can listen to this player who describes what she saw from the court.
Yeah, there was like a wall of people, and like in the middle of my game I look over and there's a bunch of people running. Then I look at my coach and he's like saying let's go, so we all just like run and sprint and I guess just try to get out as fast as you could.
The building was evacuated for the day out of caution. The games were expected to pick back up yesterday. An FBI agent was arrested after a DUI crash in Knoxville. According to court records obtained by our sister station, authorities responded to the crash at around 11:30 Sunday night. Mark Stevenson told police that two friends ran away from the scene after wrecking his truck. Stevenson reportedly had a strong odor of alcohol on his breath. On the heels of the 3 convictions in the Crystal Rogers murder case, the FBI is issuing a reminder about another open case. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information in connection with the death of Tommy Ballard, Crystal's father. Tommy was shot and killed 16 months after Crystal's disappearance. Police say someone fired a gunshot and hit Ballard in the chest when he was getting ready to go on a hunting trip. If anyone has any information about Tommy Ballard's murder, you are asked to contact the FBI field office in Louisville at 502-263-6000. Governor Andy Beshear visited Louisville yesterday, welcoming a new organization that helps prepare high schoolers for the job market. Jobs for American Graduates, or JAG, hosted a national training seminar at the Galt House yesterday afternoon. They provide job training and hands-on experience for high school students across the states. Governor Beshear believes investment in our kids should be a nonpartisan issue.
And while we're often hearing terms like bipartisan, I think it's time we get back to nonpartisan. The education and skills training our kids get should be nonpartisan. Not a win for this group or a win for that group, but something that we are all in together because we recognize that there isn't anything red or blue about a job. It's just good for a human being.
Graduates of JAG also get a year of support during their transition from high school to employment, military service, or post-secondary education. There was a flood watch in effect yesterday for Kerr County, Texas, that complicated the search, rescue, and recovery efforts in the area. The death toll across Texas from the July 4th flash flooding has reached 139. No survivors were found last week, and 166 people are still missing. Hundreds of volunteers have been digging through mountains of debris along the Guadalupe River. Gray Media, WYMT's parent company, donated $25,000 to the Salvation Army to help flood victims in Central Texas. The donation is part of the Together for Texas emergency campaign launched after the catastrophic flooding during the 4th of July weekend. The campaign has raised more than $800,000 and counting. The Salvation Army Emergency Disaster Services teams are currently on the ground providing meals, hydration, and emotional and spiritual care, but more help is needed. Major League Baseball reached its annual All-Star break, and this year, the Midsummer Classic is taking center stage in Atlanta. The event always draws a big crowd for fans throughout the country. Some folks made their way to the All-Star Village near Troost Park. Some attending the event, though, have a bigger goal in mind than just watching the game.
We're trying to hit every single baseball field as a couple, so we really wanted to come to the All-Star Week.
Last weekend we were at Mets, and then we went to a Liberties game.
There are 30 Major League Baseball ballparks, 29 in the United States and 1 in Canada. The stars of tomorrow battle in the Futures game on Saturday, as well as some of the biggest celebrities competing in the MLB All-Star Celebrity Softball game. As for yesterday's events, some of the game's best players participated in All-Star Workout Day. The night will conclude with 8 hitters competing in the Home Run Derby. Well, thanks so much for getting your day started with us on Mountain News this morning at 5.